Hello and welcome to the Valentine's Day edition of Keilah Reads Poetry. I'm going to take you back to the fall of 1979. Trespasser. I trespass daily where I should not be, and gaze in my mind's eye at what I shouldn't see. And all of my imaginings and all of my dreams are filled with your image, so that it seems hard for this trespasser to let go of claim, to stop the pretending that things are the same, to accept the finality of how these things are, to accept this as ending, no catching this star. Early 1980. Yesterday is gone. Somehow I don't know what to do or even what to say. It seems I can't get close to you. I advance, you run away. I've wondered oft what I do wrong. I've tried so hard to find a way of getting close to you, a way inside your mind. But I can find no pathway, no trail to travel on. So I will leave you be, my love, for yesterday is gone. Of course, I didn't leave him be. I kind of followed him around off and on for years until he passed away. Some loves you never really get over when you're young. It can be a difficult thing to love unrequited, unreturned. Ballad, 1980. Who has wings but cannot fly? What's alive that will not die? What remains when all else is gone? What's more beautiful than dawn? My heart has wings but cannot fly. My love's alive but will not die. My hope remains when all else is gone, and you're more beautiful than dawn. One riddle more, I ask you this. What's sweeter than the sunshine's kiss? What's lovelier than any rose? Who's wiser than a man who knows? The answer to my riddle's this. Yours is far sweeter than his kiss. You are more lovely than a rose, and a wise man feels instead of knows. To the Wind, also from fall of 1980. Take me with you, please, dearest. You are strong, yet you are gentle. It's not wrong. Take me with you. Please let me come. You're so majestic, so very wild and free. I fear I love you. Please let it be. Let me come. But if you must, then leave me. I feel your warm caresses, your fingers in my hair. Ask who would dare to touch the wind? I say I do, I dare. So if you must, then leave me, and if you will, come again. October 27th, 1980. Love lay shattered. The shadows of evening fell with a deafening, silent crash. My spirit was caught unsuspecting by the furious pain of the lash. Grief and woe fell on me, then like a leaden weight. Darkness, too, surrounded, as too did fear and hate. Utter despair like rain then fell upon my head, and this was then the final blow, for love lay shattered, dead. December 80. No one seems to care. Damn the shadows dancing round, take them all away. Laughing shadows from my sight, rip them from their play. They chastise me and drive me, quite too mad to be other than a grieving beast drowned within a sea of resentful emotions, all screaming at how unfair the life and death of man can be, and no one seems to care. I've shared this one with you before, but I'm going to share it again. December 1980. Where we stand. Desolated and left alone in a world filled with despair, far from the reach of mortal men, gone too far to care, gone too far to realize the symptoms or the signs, lost forever to the flow that's in between the lines, floating through the world, yet held by gravity's hand. We long to fly, but we will die exactly where we stand. January 6, 81, born to be. You're a child of resolution, born to find the way, born to be the speaker, born to have to say the things that no one wants to, the things that no one will, born to be the thunder smashing through the still, born to be the fire that cannot be put out, born to be the liar whispering in a shout, Born to be the stranger, always uncontent, misconstruing meaning and losing what was meant. Sometimes that's what it feels like to be an outsider. Gentle reminders, January 9th, 1981. Clouds will come and go, and flocks across will fly, and colors intermingle in infinity of sky. And dawn will break the darkness, and evening still bring dusk, and the freeborn flower will die and lose its musk. The leaves will bud in springtime, while winter's barren earth will often shade the memory of such a spring rebirth. Off the rain will softly fall, and times it will rampage, and the lovely rose will wilt and die to remind us of our age. Walking Blind, Now I'm Gone, January 19th, 1981. Walking blind into the wind, friendless, searching for a friend. I can't understand at all why no one answers when I call, and still I cannot understand why no one wants to take my hand. I am becoming quite insane, grabbing at the stallion's mane. I am riding barely on, tossed and tangled. Now I'm gone. Another from January 1981 called If, Just If. If, just if, add and, no buts. I had, I were, I could. I wish it were, it was, it could be. No maybes, conditions, limitations, or rules, no laws, no. Be happy, be healthy, be beautiful, rich, eat caviar, drink champagne, smoke, be a bitch, or lie white in your innocence, whatever you please. If, just if, add and, no buts. We Are Here, February 27th, 1981. It's such a subtle web you've woven, intricate in its design, and what a strait I've found I'm in. My heart's no longer mine. And someone called it tangled, did they? Would you not agree that we are here together in an indecisive sea? Violent waves of emotion have scattered caution to the wind, and we are here not lovers, not enemies or friends. What shall we do? March 31st, 1981. Does it matter? Are you there? Do you know me? Can you see? Do you behold me? Do you think, perhaps know? Think you see? Does it show? Am I here or there or not? Can you remember? Have you forgot? What's the matter? Quirk of fate? Hope that luck was not too late. Is it broken? Does it matter if the looking glass should shatter? Just as long as it's in its place and didn't shatter in your face. I've left behind the sadness. July 8th, 1981. A peaceful silence is around me now. The dread of gloom and darkness is gone. I've left behind the sadness of a broken heart and spread myself like daisies on the lawn. I waver with the flicker of the fickle wind, toss my head and laugh at the sun as I dig my feet into the warm brown earth, satisfied with all I've done. So leave me just what nature's given me, and I will live happy and thrive. No longer will I cry for the setting sun, but laugh because I am alive. And the tears you see now on my face are but mooncast drops of dew, and the sigh I sigh is for the wind brushing by, and the everlasting endless blue. Ride Away, Wind Rider, July 8th, 1981. Sometimes you can never catch a glimpse, and pieces never match, and words go storming around just in your head. Tomorrow might find you dead, but then who cares? Yet anyone who dares to ride the wind certainly knows some things I'd like to know. Have you anything you can show me of yourself? This was a part of me, but does it really matter now? For anyone can see it's nothing much, and no one really cares if I lose touch, so now I'm letting go. Ride away, Wind Rider, night chase the day. The answer? I just don't know. March 30, 1982. I love, you don't love, dear. My heart is yearning, my body burning, and the fire is to my eyes returning to give you a glimpse of the hell I live in, being forbidden but wanting to give in, to the urge to lay with you this time, to reach the peaks of love sublime, to feel the deepest thrust of man, to feel the heat, to know I can, for a touch from you can send me higher and onward deeper in the fire. to the point of painless ecstasy that satisfies this beast in me. But you must know I can't give in, knowing it would be a sin, for it would tear my soul apart, if still I could not touch your heart, even after how close we'd been. For there must be love, or there's no gain from union, only heartache's pain. And the plainer it seems, it's more unclear, because I love you, don't love, dear, I love you. November 23rd, 1982. You haunt me. You don't seem to want me, and yet you haunt me, and you're ever on my mind. Won't you give me a chance to prove I can dance to your tune? Love, I would give you the moon if I could climb so high, and I would give you the sky with a sigh and the sun to prove you are the one. But you won't let me, and you say you'd rather forget me. Is it true that you'd prefer to live alone? Oh, this I have known, and darkness and black feelings, and shady underhanded dealings. Say it's not so. Please don't make me go. I hate alone, and I have grown to love you. Let me love you. Still I do. You can't change it, though at your desire. All my passion is this fire, and it's for you. January 11th, 1983. This one's called All Love's Sleeping Dreams. The fickle wind is flirting with my heartstrings again, playing back the melodies of all the might-have-beens, and I am sad with remembering all love's sleeping dreams I'd once laid down and hid beneath my mind's eye's crystal streams. For oft they wake and taunting dance about when the fickle wind again stirs up the haunting tunes of all the might-have-beens. And I cannot forget you, nor love you any less. I love you more than the wind himself. Is this guilt? Then I confess. September 6, 1983, Will You Come? A Conversation. Each line is read by the opposite party. The female line is first. Will you come to me with the rising sun? I'll be there when my work is done. Then will you come beneath the moon? I'll be there, love, I'll be there soon. When will it be, my love? I'm lost. Don't fret, don't cry, I'll stay the frost. I'm cold, it's dark, it's late in season. You'll understand, love, I have a reason. But will I, love, will I survive? Yes, love, you will, if love's alive. But can love live in winter's cold? When hearts are warm, love can't grow old. October 25th, 1983. You didn't understand. I spoke to you of velvet chains. Did you not understand? They are a shelter when it rains, for holding they're a hand. And I spoke to you of slavery, said, Master, I would be yours. But you said, no, you are free, and closed my prison doors. You didn't understand me, and when I spoke of love, you merely said, that can't be. There is no heaven above. So I left you, my heart broken, could not communicate. Perhaps we're better parted. Perhaps it is too late. November 3rd, 83. That's just how I feel. You're right, my love. Dreams don't come true. Nightmares are far too real. My world, my heart is inside out, and that's just how I feel. You touched me once. You touched me twice, but your heart just wasn't in it. My heart right then was crucified. Why did I begin it? Will this pain go on to haunt me? December 10th, 1983. So many tears, empty years, so much anguish, so much pain, indecision, hopelessness. Will I ever love again? Now it's over. Is it over? How could I love another, and how could I surrender my heart to some new lover, knowing it will remember loving you? There is no way, and yet there may come a night or a day when I grow too weary of living alone and loving a ghost of the past. But will it last? Will this pain go on to haunt me with the memory that you don't want me, though it's your heart I most desire above all else? December 13th, 1983. I'll hope to see you've seen. Your happiness lies inside yourself. Only you can set it free, and so I'm letting go with love. You need no help from me. But I'll pray that no one breaks your heart, and if they do, that it will mend. And I'll wish upon a star for you, and hope you'll call me friend. For if we meet far down the road, I'll hope to see you've seen your happiness lay within yourself, and you have set it free. Then the tears I cry will be of joy, but at last you have found peace. For in that moment I too will know the blessedness of release. When you truly love someone, you care more about their happiness than your own, and about their welfare. That's an unselfish love. December 14th, 1983. Wasn't it I who gave it to you? I pledged my allegiance, did I not? And I gave my heart to you. Now you want to give it back to me as final proof we're through. But things are not so simple, and now it's far too late. It's yours to keep forever, and I've no hand in fate. I do not wish to have it back. That thing is so abused. You've battered, beaten, torn it, used, abused, misused. But who am I to judge you, though you trample it, stomp and tease? Wasn't it I who gave it to you and said, do as you please? December 19th, 1983. Did she break it? Did she take it? Did she break it, as you've torn my own apart? Did you cry? Did she lie? Did she break your heart? Still think of her? Do you love her? Do you wish you held her still? She won't regret, you won't forget, but then, whoever will? You've no regrets, I can't forget, though you've torn my heart apart. Why did she lie? Do you still cry? Does she still hold your heart? December 20th, 1983. That was my 19th birthday. Nothing's right. Stormy night, nothing's right. Mind keeps spinning in and out, doubts and fears, still no tears, running circles round about. So many regrets I can't forget. Heart lies shattered on the floor, battered, tattered, all dreams scattered. Don't think I can take any more. Nothing's right, but I can't fight it, sinking deeper in despair. Love still unspoken, I lie broken, knowing that you don't care. March 3rd, 1984. The sea remembers the sand no more. I'm fading fast, I'm dying, for the loss and for the memory. I'm remembering and crying, for you won't remember me. You were the sea and I a grain of sand, but the tide went out and the ebb was low. I died reaching out to touch your hand, but yours was a love I could not know. And the warm winds blew, then grew so chill, the sand was scattered far from shore, and the night grew cold and the ocean still, but the sea remembers the sand no more. March 20th, 1984. I count myself as free. Maybe tomorrow will hold a smile and the laughter of yesteryear, or maybe a fresh wound to my heart, and yet another tear. And perhaps I'll wind up falling apart, but it won't be over the past, and I'll not hurt again with remembering what I knew could never last. But it could be that I might cry for what could not have been, but I'd much rather learn to smile for now and get up and walk again. For you have no hold now on my heart, and at last I've learned to see, though I count myself halfway over you yet, I count myself as free. Goodbye, March 20th, 1984. Goodbye to all those yesteryears and the love that could not last. Goodbye to sad rememberings, and goodbye to what is past. For I can live without you now, and though my heart is but halfway healed, I've learned to hide the sorrow now and to keep the tears concealed. And who knows about tomorrow? But I'll greet it with a smile. And I'll forget, yet I'll remember. No more am I a child. And I look back and think, oh yes, you were still a child at 19. April 17th, 1984. Why else? I've prayed that I will find you. I wait for your return. But if you don't come home again, I guess in time I'll learn But for now I sit here waiting, watching people's eyes, hoping still I'll find you, see through your disguise. And I say it doesn't matter, but you know that that's untrue. Why else would I keep searching if it weren't for loving you? Untitled. Quietly, quite casually, I shall rise and stand. Quite tenderly, intentionally, he will take my hand. And his eyes will caress me as I look into his face. Then gently, and so lovingly, there we shall embrace. And we shall find a quiet place, and there we two shall dance, made giddy and light-headed by the sweetness of romance. And he shall give his heart to me to prove his love is true, and we shall walk together then, and pledge us both, I do. And he shall be my husband, my lover, and my friend. I, his kindred spirit, he the spirit of the wind. And of the love between us, surely it will grow. But when, or if, I find him, I fear I do not know. Looking for the Light, April 1st, 1984. We're all searching through the dark, all devoid of sight. We are the blind, the unfulfilled, looking for the light, trying to fill that empty space, but it's widening from within, and we're not sure what we're looking for, but we just cannot pretend. We can't pretend that we don't cry, that we are whole or satisfied, for nothing seems to ease the pain that stems from deep inside. We're all searching through the dark, black and endless night, trying to fill the empty space. When will we find the light? Look back. April 4th, 1984. It's never easy growing up, and the world seems all the colder when you're out there on your own with the world's weight on your shoulders, trying to keep on standing tall while doing all you can to make it work, to hold it up, trying to become a man, trying to make the road run smooth into the setting sun, set up a graceful fadeaway when you know it can't be done, trying to keep from falling, standing up and all alone, trying to need no one or nothing but to make it on your own. Now, wish for luck is all I have that I can give to you, but I'd gladly give my heart instead if I thought it'd help you through. So walk like a man if you can, my son, but don't forget who cares. I never said I loved you aloud, but look back and I'll be there. Look back and I will still be there, holding you in your distress, trying to comfort as best I could, and never caring one bit less. February 29th, 1984. As I mentioned before, 84 was a leap year, like 2016. She's wild and she's free, she's lost and insane. She's a high-stepping filly with the wind in her mane, and she's bound for the sunset, chasing a dream, just over the horizon, if you know what I mean. But the dream's ever fleeting, and the muck and the mire is dragging her down. She's beginning to tire, and there's a dark spot there, in space on the sun, as if to tell her her race can't be won. But though footsteps falter, she tosses her head. She'll run till she drops, or the dream is dead. Can you blame her? I have a couple of different versions of that one. April 17th, 1984. You were the one. There is no way I could see your eyes and keep my tears at bay. I see them shining through the night and in shadows of the day, and every season reminds me that you didn't want me there, and time has passed behind me, but I've not learned not to care. So I stare into the shadows, sitting silent as a stone, watching seasons pass me by. I sit quietly alone, searching in the shadows, still looking for your face, wondering how you'd take it were you sitting in my place, wondering if we'll meet again, trying so hard to cope, trying to keep the light alive, clinging desperately to hope. But in the end she'll slip away, leaving me with grief, sitting silent as a stone, a soul without belief. Then what white night can save me when the light inside me dies? Only you were the one, but the love has left your eyes. No More Teardrops, July 20th, 1984. Raindrops, teardrops, stain my pillow, nettles, briars, make my bed. Mist of evening, mist of morning, lie still, quiet, with the dead. Rise in sunshine, wear her halo, wreaths of flowers for my hair. Dance with shadows, flirt with darkness, and pretend to have no cares. No rain can fall and stain my pillow. Sweet wildflowers make my bed. Star of evening, star of morning, no more teardrops to be shed. And here are two more. Middle night in cool July, windsong playing in my mind, starshine sprinkling midnight's darkness. What I'm seeking I can't find. But still I go on looking, hoping, surely there on higher ground I will find what I've been seeking, if by chance it can be found. Freedom, August 8, 1984. Freedom, she is a shining jewel, always out of reach, the irresistible, unattainable, indefinable with speech. She's the epitome of all that is, yet always slips away. Why then do we chase her still and desire her more each day? Freedom has been something that has been very important to me since I was a child. And I don't know if it's because of where I was born, but the idea of being able to be independent and self-sustaining in this world seemed like the best way to be. You know, we all need friends, we all need family, we all need a community. But sometimes the community is not those that are right around us. Sometimes our community is spread far and wide over the entire earth. I feel that way about my friends that I've made from other countries and other cultures. I feel like they're part of my tribe now, that they've become part of my heart. And I just want you to know that if I call you my friend, that I love you and I wish the best for you. And if I call you my friend, I'll never forget you. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Peace.